Hello everyone! Welcome to a live lunch with me, Nealay Patel. If you haven't guessed by now, then I haven't been in your phone yet. But I'm a designer for here at Jesse James Beads, and my mission is to bring you guys new ideas, tutorials, inspiration for your everyday jewelry making, and really I'm seeing some fantabulous projects that you guys are making out there. So bravo, keep it up, and I'm always excited to be here. So before I get into our demo, which is this lovely little design, let me show you a close-up of this first. Now, people have been raving about the technique that I had in a couple videos ago for what I call the no technique technique, using just thin wire, so that you really don't need a whole lot of pliers or advanced, handwork. It's really just a thin wire that's connecting all of this together, but it just works really beautifully. And we are going to be using the cup chain, which I really love. Super sparkly, and it comes in so many colors. But guys, check out that snowflake. Isn't that just thebomb.com? I think it's just so fabulous. And these beads are from the gingerbread hollow collection. And what we'll be using, which I'll show you here in a minute, is the Baby It's Cold Outside collection from the Make It Merry, which is the new Christmas-inspired collection from Jesse James Beads. Real quick, couple announcements, and then I will pan the camera down. Jesse James Beads is now carrying Xuron pliers. Whoop, whoop! So check it out, guys. We got the flush cutters, we got the crimpers, and I believe they have the non-bent chain nose pliers, which are really thin tapered. And so thank you, Sarah, so much for ordering these and having them available. I absolutely love these. I don't know how I have made jewelry up until this point without them. So definitely check them out. You can get them on www.jessejamesbeads.com. Highly recommend them. I'll be using them today too, so. Alrighty, I am going to pan the camera down. We're gonna get started with our project. Alright, so, here we go. Alright, here we are on our little workboard. Now, I'm gonna move this design over here, but as you can see to the right side, we have a little item list. We've got the snowflake, the Make It Merry beads, and in this case, again, I'm using gingerbread hollow in the actual project here, along with the green cup chain. Isn't that just gorgeous? And for the example that I'll be showing you with, I pulled out beads from the Baby It's Cold Outside. But guys, check that out. Now that is a snowflake, if I do say so myself. So the beads are actually going to be from this particular collection. It's upside down. Pretty fun. Of course, you're going to need a tassel, which these are just so awesome. Very elegant, and I love how that cap sparkles. So cool. Alright, the cup chain, which I point out, you're going to need some cup chain crimps, which is what, see if I can pull out a couple of these. Now, they come in different colors, and I just have them now in the gold. I meant to order silver, but they haven't come in yet, so I'm going to be demonstrating these with the gold ones on the silver chain. Not ideal, but it's enough to get the point across, right? Okay, and then you're also going to need about 2 to 3 feet of the 26 gauge dead soft wire, which is what this is. I'm using Parawire. It's pretty soft, very great with handwork, so always loving using those. Real quick, besides the Xuron pliers, which I had pointed out already, I believe you're getting a free gift, whether it's a mug, a book, or some beads, with an order of 49 plus. So bear that in mind whenever you're out supply shopping. Okay, scoot that guy over to the side and let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is, the snowflake has some options. It does come with a ring up there, but I actually want to take that off. So I believe I could just do that with a pair of flush cutters. I'm going to use my double flush cutters to take that out. I don't want to use my normal flush cutters because that will dull the plier and then it'll no longer cut the beading wire that I want it to. So anyways, switch to that. I'm gonna go and get my wire ready. So let me pull some of this out. And I think this is probably about 2 feet, so I'm gonna go with that. Cut it. Put this away. Okay, I think I want to start with the bottom of my snowflake first, and it's kind of a wire-wrapped bead, and that's what I think I'm going to try and do. So here I'm just going to string on my little bead, string on my tassel, and then I'm going to actually fold my wire. This is about maybe 1.5 inches to 2 inches, and just go straight up through that bead, just like that. I do want to leave a little bit of a distance and gap there because I'm going to actually wire wrap around it anyway. Alright, I'm going to fold that little piece down just like that to make like a little hook. And I'm going to take my little snowflake and thread it through. Whoops. There we go. And I'm just going to pinch it shut at that top point. So that will secure it to all of that together. There we go. And then now you can just take your wire and start to weave it around. Your bead will want to move around, but you can actually take your pliers, because that's what they're here for, right? And then just start to basically just wrap that wire around. Really easy, quick, and instant is what this project is all about. When you're happy with how many wraps you have, you can take that extra wire and start to just wrap it around the bead a couple times. So it just adds a little extra layer of design. Looks like I've got an end poking out there, but I can tuck that in later. And then you just want to wire wrap around this bottom part a few times. So when you're happy with that, you can pretty much just trim it. And I'm going to use my flush cutters for that. Oops. There we go. Just trimmed it off there. And you could take your chain nose or bent nose pliers and just tuck that little piece straight into your wire wrap. And push it in. That's it. Pretty easy. And then we're pretty much going to do the same thing to the top. And so I'm going to cut actually a new piece of wire. And again, the more wire you use, the bigger your little wire wrapped area is going to be. So you can make it as exaggerated or as minimal as you want. Totally up to you in design, of course. So I love these so much. They're really contemporary looking beads. So I'm excited to use that. Alright, so where my last bead is, I'm just gonna go straight up from that point where that snowflake is. I kind of want to probably have more wire on that because I'm gonna string a couple extra beads on it. Okay, I'm going to thread this through, or string it, I guess. There we go. Did it come out the correct? I believe there's no real hole at the top, but you can kind of just go straight up through it and land on the same spot, essentially. Alrighty. And I think I'm going to do that for the last bead too. And what I'm going to do is set this aside because I want to put my my cup chain ends on before I go any further. So everything is now nice and strong, so I'm just going to set that to the side. Alright, for this to work pretty efficiently, all you do is just lay your cup chain inside of that crimp, excuse me. And there's little prongs on either side that you just press in. And it holds that cup chain in place. There we go, that looks pretty secure. And if you're not still satisfied, you can definitely just give it an extra squeeze. No big deal. Right, same thing with this side. The great thing about this design is it doesn't require a clasp. the cup chain is long enough to where you don't need to have that extra component. So that's, again, another reason why I really love this design. Okay, so pretty good, feels good. I'm going to meet my cup chain. Oops, kind of tied it up here. Alrighty. I'm going to meet the ends together so that they're facing, the jewel pieces are facing out. And just thread my short wire through both of those at the same time. Missed this one. There we go. Just like that. Just bend it around, and you do want to be fairly close to that bead. So I think I need to go in a little bit more. There we go. It's okay if that wire sticks out, no big deal, we could always trim it later, but basically the same idea. You can just take your other wire and just start to work it around and get that nice wire wrap going. There we go. And I like to keep it as loose as possible so that I can get some real good space and interest and texture in there. There we go. So you can see it's starting to build up quite a bit. And you won't really have to trim anything off at this point. You could actually just keep rotating and sort of coiling around here. Same thing with this extra wire end. Just take that and coil it around. Whoops. That tassel is quite unruly. But as you can see, like my design is practically put together. If the cup chain is off, just twist it. Again, that would normally be silver, so I do apologize about that. But it'll, essentially the idea is to blend it all in so that you don't really see where it ends and begins as far as technique goes. But I think you get the idea. Again, you could just take those little ends and just pinch them back into the coil. Very easy, quick, fun. If you're on the go, this is the design to create. If it gets a little tight, just push it up. But that's practically it. Here we go. Finished design. Okay, I'm going to pan the camera back around and show you both of these designs. There we go. Alright, so here's what we just made. For those of you who are just now tuning in, check it out. I don't know how long this video has been so far, but this was a extremely quick project. There's the first one, put that in. 2 gorgeous cup chain designs with using the Snowflake links. Isn't that just awesome? Super quick, easy, and fun, and you're on the go. Alright, I hope you love this tutorial. This is one of my favorite techniques to do. But if you want to learn more stuff, check out the YouTube page for Jesse James Beads and subscribe. Be sure to turn on your notifications for Facebook so that way you can catch me and Sarah doing videos and showing you guys some new great stuff. And if you love me, check out my brand Beads and Bubbles. We're doing all kinds of fun stuff. Just recently we launched the December version of the Beads and Bubbles mystery box. I know that's backwards, so I apologize. But I think I've got a few of those left, so check them out. Otherwise, you guys have a lovely day, and I will catch you guys again soon. All right, have a good day. Bye.